Paul Vario's legendary silence. In the shadowy world of organized crime, one name stands out: Paul Vario. Known not for his words, but for his silence. Why did this notorious mobster, a key figure in the Lucchese crime family, remain silent even when facing arrest and prosecution? What drove him to uphold the code of omertà? What drove him to take his secrets to the grave? Too many questions, right? Don't worry, we will answer all of them in this one video, so stay tuned till the end of this video. Born on July 9th, 1914, right in the heart of New York City, Paul Vario's journey into the world of organized crime began in the colorful neighborhoods of Brooklyn. His early years saw him dabbling in minor misadventures, but as time passed, he found himself drawn deeper into the underworld. Guided by the influential figure of Tommy Lucchese, Vario's ascent through the ranks of the Lucchese crime family was nothing short of meteoric. He was a young man with a knack for cunning and a willingness to do whatever it took to succeed. Under Tommy's mentorship, Vario quickly became a name to be reckoned with. Vario's criminal portfolio was vast, a dark tapestry woven with threads of extortion, loan sharking, illegal gambling, and labor racketeering. His methods were ruthless, and he had a reputation for protecting the interests of the Lucchese family with an iron fist. When it came to dealing with rivals or those who might spill secrets, Vario didn't flinch. He acted swiftly and decisively. Vario's life was a roller coaster of run-ins with the law. He found himself in the crosshairs of arrests and prosecutions, all linked to his involvement in various criminal schemes. But what made Vario stand out, what set him apart from the rest of the mob crowd, was his rock-solid commitment to never spill the beans, no matter what. In 1957, the legal net tightened around Vario, and he was convicted of labor racketeering. The sentence hanging over his head was long, promising years behind bars. But here's the kicker: Paul Vario, with nerves of steel, chose to keep his mouth sealed shut. He wouldn't spill a single bean about the Lucchese crime family's inner workings or its members. This unyielding commitment to the code of omertà wasn't just a choice, it was a declaration. And if you want to know what the code of omertà is, then stay tuned. It won him the respect and admiration of his fellow mobsters, who saw him as a true blue mobster, one who could be counted on to keep their secrets safe. If you've ever watched the movie Goodfellas, you might remember the infamous Lufthansa heist. It was a meticulously planned and executed robbery of the Lufthansa cargo terminal in 1978, and it was a heist that rocked the nation. But here's the twist. After the heist, a chilling series of events unfolded. Associates who might have talked or spilled secrets started disappearing, and not in a good way. They were brutally murdered. But amidst the chaos and bloodshed, there was one constant: Paul Vario's silence. He didn't budge, didn't utter a word, even when he found himself in handcuffs for unrelated charges. The authorities wanted answers, especially about the heist, but Vario remained unflinching in his commitment to the code of silence. Why so? For this answer, you have to hang till the end, but before that, do you know about the Lufthansa heist? December 11th, 1978, at John F. Kennedy International Airport, the stage for one of America's most notorious crimes. The target was the Lufthansa cargo terminal, and the loot was a jaw-dropping $5 million in cash and nearly $1 million in sparkling jewelry. While the heist itself was a masterstroke of criminal genius, what followed was a chilling descent into violence and betrayal. Over the following weeks and months, members of the heist crew began vanishing, one after another. These weren't just disappearances, they were brutal murders. Why the bloodshed? It was a grisly testament to the mafia's ironclad commitment to keeping their secrets safe. Anyone who posed a threat as a potential informant or security risk met a grim fate. The exact body count remains a mystery, but it's widely believed that those considered loose ends paid the price. Paul Vario's name loomed large in the heist's shadow. Law enforcement had their suspicions, but the evidence they needed to tie him directly to the crime remained elusive. It became a high-stakes game of cat and mouse. In 1983, a glimmer of hope for authorities emerged when Vario was arrested on unrelated charges. Speculation swirled that maybe, just maybe, he would finally break his silence and spill the secrets of the Lufthansa heist. Yet, True to his lifelong commitment, Paul Vario remained as silent as ever. He wouldn't offer a single damning word, no matter the pressure or the stakes. In the end, Vario's silence held firm, leaving the secrets of the audacious Lufthansa heist locked away in the shadowy world of organized crime. Now, let's end your wait and answer about the silence of Paul Vario. In Paul Vario's world, there was a code called omertà. It's an Italian word that means silence. But in his world, it meant much more. It was an unspoken rule among the mafia, the secret society of Italian-American criminals. This code said you should never, ever talk to the police or spill the beans about your fellow mobsters' criminal activities. For him, it was like a sacred promise, even in the most dangerous situations. To understand Vario's silence, you have to know how deeply he believed in the mafia's values. Loyalty was the kingpin. He knew that if he talked to the police, it wouldn't just put his life in danger, it would be a terrible betrayal of his mafia family, and that was a betrayal that came with a death sentence. Breaking the silence code came with brutal consequences. Mafia informants often found themselves in grave danger, not just their own lives, but their loved ones too. The fear of this retaliation was like a wall that kept everyone in line. Vario wasn't just staying quiet, he was building a reputation. In the criminal world, being seen as loyal was like having a superpower. It earned him respect and power within the Lucchese family. His silence was like a shield. It kept the police from digging too deep into the mafia's business. His silence wasn't just about him. It was about protecting the family and making sure their criminal activities could continue without interruption. But Vario's legacy extends far beyond his vow of silence. He played a pivotal role in shaping the dark underbelly of New York City. His fingerprints were all over labor racketeering, loan sharking, illegal gambling, and a myriad of other illicit dealings. His contributions were like building blocks, fortifying the wealth and might of the Lucchese crime family during his reign. Vario's uncanny ability to navigate the treacherous maze of organized crime for decades without suffering the legal consequences was nothing short of remarkable. He was a mobster who danced between the raindrops, always avoiding the pitfalls that swallowed his associates. This, in turn, cemented his position as a formidable figure within the Lucchese family. Even legends have their final chapters, and for Paul Vario, the silence finally broke. In 1986, he faced federal charges for conspiring to commit extortion, a crime that led to a 7-year prison sentence. But even behind bars, Vario's resolve didn't waver. As the years went by, Vario's health took a hit. He battled heart problems and other medical issues, but he never broke his silence. He was a man of unwavering commitment, even as his body weakened. On May 22, 1988, Paul Vario breathed his last breath, still incarcerated. In death, he remained true to the code of omertà, taking with him the secrets of a lifetime of criminal activities. Paul Vario's story is a powerful reminder of the enduring strength of the code of omertà and the values of loyalty and honor, deeply ingrained in the Italian-American mafia. His silence wasn't just a personal choice, it was a symbol of the mafia's code. In the world of organized crime, his name remains synonymous with legendary silence, a legacy that continues till today. But do you think this was right? Do you support Paul for his silence, or do you think he must have spilled the beans and chosen the right path of justice? Do let us know your views in the comments section below, and if you like this video, then do give it a big thumbs up and share it with your family and friends to know about their views on this. Do subscribe to our channel for more such interesting videos. See you in our next video. Thanks for watching.